Hey, what up, everybody? It's Moss, and I'm here playing some Goblins against Leonard, but man, this is a bad hand. Okay, this hand's kind of gas. So, you guys have definitely seen this deck on our main channel, but let's go ahead and just talk about what this deck does. Put a lot of Goblins in play, hopefully reanimate them, and get some really cool triggers with Call of the Death Dweller, or maybe go with the backup plan of Touch of Moonglove. But right now, it doesn't really look like we're going to be doing a whole lot on our first couple of turns. Okay, so we get the sick new inclusion of Fable of the Mirror Breaker into the deck. It's not a bad thing to top deck. Definitely going to be good for keeping us in this game a little bit longer against whatever Bant shenanigans Leonard happens to be running. Ew, he's running Bant Beanstalk? Okay. Let's go ahead and just put this on. Put it on red. Play out a Fireblade Charger swinging for 1. And then pass it back. No. No, thank you. I'm not going to sack it. Not right now. Alright, so. Let's see. He plays a Hollowed Fountain tapped and says go. Alright, so. Now would be a really interesting time for us to go and play Fable. Because what I think he wants to do right now is really get us to try and fill up our board as much as possible so he can go for a temporary lockdown. We're going to make our next little goblin. Wow, just a huge Beseiju right there. Okay. Yeah, you got it, Captain. Alright, so what's he gonna do here? Plays a castle. Okay, so 4 mana up and a castle. You're definitely about to just play the Wandering Emperor, which can't fault him for. It's definitely a good play. Alright. Let's see what happens. I would like to see him just play it and down tick it. That way we can sack a couple of our things in response. Now, if he played it and ticked it up, okay. So it might be Bant control. Hmm. Okay. So he goes for the temporary lockdown. That's fine. We'll just go ahead and sack this. Ping. Sack that. Ping. Sack this. And this. And okay. You got it. Okay. So now we have the question of what do we want to do here? And I think it's do this and then we kind of try and storm off the top of our deck. He probably has another one sitting in his hand. Yep. Come on. Ooh. Okay, so you go straight for Teferi. Interesting. Okay. I don't hate that. Teferi, draw off your Beanstalk. Let's see. That only drops a potential leyline binding by 3. Uh, sure. I'll let you do that. And we will do that. And so what I really want to do here is I really want to just, well, we do have to take out Teferi. Teferi will cause us so many problems if we let it go unanswered here. All right, so I think it is everything at Teferi that buys him the extra. It buys him 5 life, which is pretty big here. And we did shock ourselves for kind of an unnecessary 2. But it could be worse, all things considered. If he has a board wipe, it doesn't feel great. He's really thinking this turnover, so if he board wipes us, he knows what we're about to get off the top of our deck. If he plays another Teferi, we definitely just go for an all-out attack, especially if we can pump everything next turn. And it honestly feels worth it to play Roundabout Horde Master out into that. And we got a Call of the Death Dweller in our hand to help us rebuild if he decides to tap out for something. So all he did was just discontinuity, and then wow, he just passed into discontinuity. I mean, we can't really. I don't really want to fight over that a whole lot, so yeah, that's fine. Leonard's got that one. Okay, so he goes for the Strict Proctor on his turn. Um, okay. I mean, I can't really argue with that. So he's just going Bant. I mean, yeah. Hmm. It will be interesting to see what he does here. Okay, so he goes for Touch of Moonglove, which I don't hate that in this particular circumstance. Let's go ahead and run out a Horde Master first, though. And then we can do this. And now I feel compelled to do this because that pumps up everything. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And that's if everything survives. That's the big one. So let's attack with everything. He's got to have exactly Wandering Emperor here to really help him out of this situation. Okay, so he does have Wandering Emperor. No! Oh, that's awful. Settle the Wreckage in 2023. Okay. Yeah, so definitely a little aggressive of me to attack like I did there. Um, yeah, there's no arguing with that one. That was good. So, what can I do here? Honestly, not a whole lot. Now, what he's probably going to do is copy the Lotus Field and then make his Teferi tick up. That's the smart thing to do. But let's find out. Okay. So, I definitely have to go for the Snoop and Cacophony line here. Alright, so this one will get the Death Touch, you get the Menace. And then let's just go. Let's just absolutely fire off everything that we have here. Okay. So, admittedly, this was kind of a bad beat for us. Really surprised that he didn't do that last turn. But I guess it is what it is. Now, if he wraps us here, we're not feeling too great. Alright, so he goes for the Memory Deluge flashback. He definitely gave himself some cards here. And if he wants to Wrath, he can. If he has a temporary lockdown, he can. Hmm. Now, he could just discontinuity me next turn, which would be brutal. Okay. Now, could he have the second Settle the Wreckage? Because that would be pretty gross right now. So let's just attack with these. And we'll attack that at Teferi. And yeah, we'll do it like that. I mean, if he's got it, he's got it. Yeah. Uh, no point in using the settle ability. Okay. So he did have the Wandering Emperor. Good to know that that was there. Uh, we've got such a good number of lands out on the field. We've already got 9 of our 21 lands. Yeah, and he's got a lot of mana available. He could just Sunfall this turn or Farewell, and I mean, there's not a whole lot we could do. Though we are almost at the point where we can just double activate our Den of the Bugbears and just go crazy. Okay, so gets Up the Beanstalk. What's he bringing out now? Oh, Dream Trawler. Oh, this game is over. This game is big over. Uh, yeah, we'll play out Black Cleave, but I don't think there's a whole lot more that we can do. I mean, okay. All right. Let's go ahead and just All right, let's go ahead and tap 1 and then we'll do all that to activate that one. No. Does he have the Beseiju? Ugh. Yeah. No. GG. Alright, so sideboard. Uh Thoughtseize, Go Blank, Experimental, and Ringleader. Take out the Touch of Moongloves, because they're not doing a whole lot for us. Hobgoblin Bandit Lord's not really doing much either. We'll trim a Call and then Skirk and Goblin Chain Whirler. Okay, so we'll be on the play this one. And this hand is awful. We'll mull. This hand is better. We'll keep. And we got to put a call to the bottom. Okay, so here I think we're just going to go for the aggressive line right out of the gate of Cacophony, Rundavel, and then we'll do Skirk on 3. Okay. So Fable is really good off the top. Okay. And no sack. Say go. Okay. Plays another Hallowed Fountain tapped. Okay. Experimental Frenzy off the top is pretty sick. No. And then I think we're just going to go ahead and shock this one in and pray that there's no temporary lockdown on curve. If there is, then we're fighting. Like, we are struggling, but we're fighting. Oh no. It's temporary lockdown on curve. Gross. Yeah? That's definitely not good for us. Let's go ahead and drop the Skirk. Okay, so we get a land off the top. Not that, or rather, we would have been happy with a land off the top. Get another Battle Cry Goblin. Really gonna be hard for us to get any, like, advantage back from here. Plays the Lotus Field. Yeah. Untap land. No. Okay. So, I mean, the thing to do here is just go ahead and activate. And everything but the Fireblade Charger and the new Goblin that we make will kill Strict Proctor if he decides to block like that, but that wouldn't be the best thing for him to do. Like, he'll just block that and... Okay. I mean, he's already gotten so much value out of it. Let's go ahead and kill that. If he's got Farewell, he's gonna use it. Oh yeah, he's definitely got Farewell. Yeah, just do Farewell, just say creatures, and then call it a day, really. Yeah. Yep. Okay, we need a land, like, now. That is not the land. Well, that would have been great a turn ago. I don't think we're going to win this one. Bant Beans. Not bad. Okay, we get the Teferi plus. We see a land. We're going to see untap Lotus, untap Temple Garden on the end step. Could we see an upkeep discontinuity? No. Okay, surprising. I mean, we'll get him down to 4. That's something. If he let it go through, he obviously won't. Yeah. Alright, so he's basically got everything that he could wish for right now. Alright, so we probably want to go for the ringleader. Is he just gonna flash back the deluge? Okay. Yeah, deluge is good. Deluge is real good. Alright, so play that tapped, and we'll get to refill our hand a little bit, which is sick. Yeah, you gotta let it hit the battlefield. Okay, Fireblade and Horde Master aren't great pickups, but they're definitely cards that we can use. Send that there. You'll Otawara it back to my hand. Oh no. That's not good. That's actively worse. Um, well. Okay. Bant, Beans, and Pioneer. Okay, another Memory Deluge and Thespian Stage. You gotta copy it now. You gotta copy it now. Okay. Yep. So this is how control decks will just absolutely crush in Atlanta. Ooh, and the discontinuity. Gross. Alright, he's a turn away from ulting his Teferi. Yeah. Alright. He's doing the thing. He's going off. Oh Lord. Shark Typhoon. Yeah. And another strict proctor just for the extra psychic damage. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna get there this time. Unfortunate. Alright, well, let's go ahead and just show our hand a little bit. And scoop it up. Yeah. Alright, GG's. Alright, see y'all in the next one.